Well, switching gears completely, and sustainable investing is the name of the game for this next chat. So to find out the stocks and ETFs, you need to keep a close eye on for that ESG-friendly trade. Felicity Thomas joins us now from Shaw & Partners, live from Sydney. Felicity, good to see you there. Hope you've had a good morning so far. Look, the investment thematic of sustainable investing has been growing in scale. One thing that everyone comes and ties it to is what's going on in the battery technology, EV thematic as well. Is there any names in that space to begin with that have really caught your eye recently?
Yeah, no, definitely. So there is one company that I really like, INR. Now, they're developing a Nevada mine site with the future producer of lithium and boron. They've recently reported solid growth in their key Rhyolite Ridge project, so a successful production. Now, lithium and boron is crucial in the transition to renewables. However, mining it obviously has environmental costs. I mean, previously a lithium mine uses a lot of water, an estimated 500,000 gallons of water per tonne of lithium extracted. However, INR is expected to use 30 times less water per tonne than existing production. So that's why I really like it for the sustainable space. It's expected to be the lowest cost lithium producer in the world, and with industry-leading margins. They're the most advanced. They'll be on the low end of the cost curve as well due to their borrowing credits. They've also got a bank feasibility study they've recently done with some takeoff partners, and that's worked out really well. Really compelling metrics. With a recent placement, they've actually got 100 million cash in the bank. So I think they're really well placed for the next couple of years until they get everything up and running. Now we should have a secondary listing in the US at the end of 2021 as well for INR.
Very interesting. We love the idea of that lower cost end of the cost curve, of course, so crucial when it comes to being profitable in the years ahead.
And also, INR, not only are they producing goods that feed into the EV ESG space, they're actually an ESG company as well. So that's a double benefit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they're committed to sustainability, evidenced by their project design, low emissions, low water usage, small mine footprint. And they're also going to be making an impact because they're going to be employing a lot of people in the Nevada region as well. So they've got the social impact side of it too.
Let's talk agriculture. Got to feed the world, 8 billion souls now, and of course it's becoming more difficult when you're trying to go and find suitable land to go and grow on. So how can you play that sustainability trade moving forward?
Okay, so my favourite pick is Wide Open Agriculture. Now, it's a leading regenerative food and agriculture company with their main focus is this new plant-based protein called lupin, which is actually 40% protein, which is one of the highest protein plant-based agriculture things that you can actually get. Now, they're the first mover advantage to harness the lupin protein, and this morning they actually announced that it's been successful. So lupin can actually be used in dairy, eggs, meat, and other gluten-free products as an alternative, which is super exciting. Now, it's a growing market with about 40.6 billion by 2025, which I think is awesome. They're also, like you said, consumers are really, really focused on climate change, animal welfare, and health benefits. So I think plant-based protein is the way to go. Why I still really like this company now is they've actually got 3 sources of revenue, 7 consecutive quarters of 15% on quarter revenue growth, which is amazing for a small cap business. Now, Western Australia actually promotes and develops 60% of the world's lupin. Now, I really think this is positioned for climate change with a low carbon footprint, low water pollution, and it's critical in regenerative farming systems as well. So that's why I really like it. And then their third product is a product called Oat Up. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but their form of oat milk, which is actually 100% carbon-free oat milk, which is awesome.
That's ticking so many boxes, it's making my head spin. So moving away from stock specific
100%,
and into
100%.
into ETF space, a lot of our investors love ETFs just in terms of spreading out that single name risk. You've listed a couple of better shares there, so why are these two on your agenda?
All right, so I really like the 2 beta shares ETFs if you want diversified exposure. So the first one is one called ETHI, which tracks the Global Sustainability Index. Now, it's done really well because a majority of its index is actually tech, about 40%. I really like this. it's got your big names like Tesla, Apple, PayPal. The other ETF I really like with beta shares is called Earth. Now that's actually new, and it's an ETF that solely focuses on climate change. It doesn't have a lot of the tech names in there. It has a couple, like Tesla does fall in there again, and the performance has been outstanding. And the last one that I really, really like is Van Eck Clean Energy ETF. The code is CLNE, and that is actually a pure play clean energy. So you probably wouldn't have heard of a lot of the names. Samsia Gamesia is one of the main stocks. But it's done really well this last year, over 100% returns, which is just out of this world. So I guess everyone, with the Biden administration getting in, putting a lot of focus on clean energy, climate change, then, these are kind of ETFs that you want to be in for the next 5, 10, 20 years.
Felicity, great to go and chat. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll speak again soon.
Great.